So the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro now have USB-C. So what, right? Well, actually, you can do quite a bit with USB-C on these iPhones, more than just connect an SSD for ProRes video at 60 frames per second. Do you want to see? Okay, I'll show you. USB-C is now replacing the locked down proprietary Lightning port on iPhones that Apple's been using for 10 full years. And you would think that Apple would limit or hobble the USB port or control it to control the user experience, but it seems that they pretty much left it alone, and that's pretty cool. And because Apple talked about using external drives at the iPhone event, that's where we'll start. I tried out a few different SSDs that I have and found that the port on the iPhone 15 Pro is really not limited in terms of speed. The USB 3 spec Apple is using can go up to 10 gigabits per second. So I connected this USB drive to an iPhone 15 Pro and selected a 10 gigabyte test file. And as you can see, the speeds are pretty much the maximum for this drive. I'm getting about 750 megabytes write speed and about 480 megabytes read speed. And at those speeds, you can do basically anything with those SSDs. So if you really need to get large files off of your iPhone 15 Pro, you can quickly do that now. If you have large LumaFusion projects that you want to back up, or you want to send a bunch of photos to an SSD, it's now way faster than it used to be. Unless you have an iPhone 15 or 15 Plus. That's right, the regular, non-Pro iPhones did not get the awesome speed boost and is stuck at USB 2.0 speeds. So I ran the same disk speed test with a 10 gigabyte file on this 15 Plus and, well, because the speeds were so slow, I stopped the test and ran it with a 1 gigabyte file test. The speed came out to about 50 megabytes per second for write and about 35 megabytes per second for read. Those are pretty abysmal speeds. Why Apple chose to go that route, I have no idea. They can't really be a big cost savings. I mean, pennies. If you want to shoot 60 frames per second, you actually have to use an external drive. Apple will not allow you to record that footage on the iPhone itself. But if you want to shoot 24 or 30 frames per second, you can shoot that directly onto the SSD or to the internal storage. And in case you're wondering, the video files are actually stored on the SSD, just like what a real camera would do, which you can see inside the Files app. Now you just take that SSD to a Mac or PC and offload it quickly and start editing. And if you're wondering if you can use SD cards to do the same thing, you absolutely can using an SD card reader. Next, you can actually connect the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro to a display. I was able to connect my iPhone 15 to my 5K Studio display. And here, the iPhone will mirror and display what you're seeing on the built-in display, but, larger. If you want to watch a video, you're able to open up something like the YouTube app, and after starting the video, rotate the iPhone and you get not quite a full screen display, but a large display. Other apps like Hulu will actually output the full video to the external display while allowing you to scroll around elsewhere inside the app. When connected to the external display, the animations and motions are smooth, swiping between screens and scrolling all looks pretty good, and I don't see any hiccups. And because the Studio display has built-in speakers, you can actually get great audio and control the volume from the iPhone. Using a USB-C to HDMI adapter, you can also connect a 4K display. Actually, you can spend a bunch of money on multiple dongles for SD cards or HDMI connections or USB-C to USB-A adapters, or you could get something like this. This is a all-in-one 7-in-1 USB-C multifunction adapter from our channel partner Ugreen. The 7-in-1 adapter is a great accessory for your new iPhone 15 and 15 Pro. It has all the other ports you need to connect the other USB accessories that I'm talking about in this video. There's an HDMI port that can do up to 4K 60, fast USB-A ports, 2 SD card readers for regular and micro, a pass-through USB-C charge port, plus you get Ethernet. This is a great accessory for your iPhone 15 or 15 Pro to just toss in your bag or keep handy at your desk. You can use it to connect an external HDMI display and mirror or watch video from your iPhone on a nice large display. Connecting to a 4K display is easy with the Ugreen 7-in-1 adapter. Just connect the adapter to the iPhone 15 and then connect the HDMI cable for a larger screen experience. And with the multiple ports, you can connect other accessories like an external SSD, and now you can actually watch videos from an external drive on an external display, and you can keep it powered up with the pass-through power port and the adorable Ugreen Nexode 30-watt RG charger. I'll go ahead and leave links in the description below to the 7-in-1 multifunction adapter and the RG charger if you want to check those out from Ugreen. Now, besides just watching video, you can also play games on the iPhone while using an external display and a wireless controller, which is actually pretty great. I like to play Call of Duty Mobile on my iPad, but if I'm at my regular job office and want to take a break or blow off some steam during lunch, I can connect the iPhone I have in my pocket to an HDMI display and start taking down some bad guys. This is one of the only games that I play, and I found that the experience is really good, maybe even better than iPad. Now, what if you don't want to play games on the iPhone on an external display, but you still want to be able to use a wireless controller and play directly on the iPhone? Well, you can still pair an Xbox or PlayStation wireless controller and prop up your iPhone, or you can get something like this. This is the Backbone USB-C controller. Now, Backbone does have a Lightning version, which I have, but I also have this USB-C version, which they make for Android, and it works perfectly with the new iPhone 15 and 15 Pro. If you buy this now directly from Backbone, you should get the updated version that works with iPhone. I bought this Android version off of Amazon, and I did have to connect it to an Android phone to update the firmware, but after I did, I was up and running on my iPhone. What's great about this one is that if you live in a multi-mobile OS household, or you have multiple phones yourself, you can actually use this for Android and iPhone. Just disconnect from one and connect to the other. The next thing you can do with USB-C on iPhones is get fast, reliable Ethernet. Yeah, you don't need to use Wi-Fi or cellular if you plug in an adapter with Ethernet, like the Ugreen multifunction adapter we talked about before. I have really good Wi-Fi in my home, and I have Wi-Fi 6E, which allows me to get very fast speeds, but not all the time because wireless. The iPhone 15 Pro does have Wi-Fi 6E, and in this test actually does really well, getting about 800 megabits per second download speed, which again is pretty great. But it's not nearly as reliable as Ethernet, which actually gets me up to 900 megabits per second with lower latency. So if I want to game with an iPhone, an external monitor, and a wireless controller, I can now have a faster internet connection to really show all those teenagers who's boss. Or not, they're better than me. Unfortunately, the limited USB speed of the 15 Plus limits what you can get as far as Ethernet is concerned. But if you're in an area with really bad Wi-Fi and you absolutely need a wired connection, it's still going to be very stable and consistent compared to bad Wi-Fi. Another great feature of USB-C on the iPhones is the ability to do device-to-device charging. I can actually power one iPhone with another by connecting a USB-C cable to this iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max. When I connect them together with USB-C, the one with the higher percentage of battery will start charging the other one. In this example, the 15 Plus has 94% battery and the Pro Max has 66%. Yeah, even if you connect an iPhone 15 to an iPhone 15 Pro Max, if the iPhone 15 has a higher percentage of battery life, it will send power to the other device. You can also charge an older iPhone with Lightning like this iPhone 14 Pro Max. With a USB-C to Lightning cable, I can pass power from my iPhone 15 or 15 Pro downstream to the iPhone 14 Pro Max. But this is only a one-way power stream. You can't send power from the Lightning device to the USB-C device. Plus, I guess you can use that same Lightning to USB-C cable to charge up AirPods, an Apple remote, or even an Apple mouse. Next up, you can connect external webcams and microphones. Now, unfortunately, I don't have an external webcam to test with, but I do have an external microphone that connects with USB-C. You can use this in voice memos, FaceTime, or Zoom calls, or camera, or whatever accepts audio input. This is a recording test or audio test, recording with the built-in microphones of the iPhone 15 Pro. And this is an audio test using the USB microphone attached to the iPhone 15 Pro. I'm assuming there's going to be quite a bit of difference. I also went ahead and tested out a Magic Keyboard connected with a Lightning to USB-C cable, and the keyboard lights right up, and you can use it for regular text stuff, including Command-C for copy and paste, or Command-H to go home, but not much else, not like you can with the iPad. And as you can see here, I'm not connected to the keyboard with Bluetooth, so it is actually using the USB-C connection. I also tried out connecting a mouse to the iPhone, and oddly enough, when connected, the setting panel recognizes and creates a mouse/trackpad setting that you can change, but you do not get any mouse indicator or input like you do on the iPad. It's almost like the mouse support is almost there, but it's just missing one thing. So that's everything that I've tried so far with the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro, and so far I've been pretty surprised with how much of it has worked. Apple actually allowed USB on the iPhone and not just the bare minimum. Are there any other USB accessories that you have that you've tried with your iPhone? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to see my comparison of the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro, check out this video right over here. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked it, hit subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next time.